Hey everyone, SoranotRoxas here. I actually just got finished filming the Batman Arkham Knight trailer reaction, the new trailer. So forgive me if my hair looks a little crazy or I'm sweating a little bit. I was really excited. I literally could not calm down while I was making that video. But what I wanted to talk about in this one was the new game I got, and that's just got a text from somebody, and that is Dragon Ball XenoVerse. And thanks to a friend of mine, Shadow Chaos, I was actually able to download the game thanks to him. And I have to say, it was getting a lot of good reviews recently, or I should have said it got good reviews. It's possibly got the best reviews I've seen since Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3. The last Dragon Ball Z game I played was Ultimate Tenkaichi, and that was like, what, 2011? After that, I said, okay, they're not even fucking trying anymore with these Dragon Ball Z games. Excuse my language. They're not even trying anymore. I'm not going to spend my money on these type of games, or mostly any anime-based games. No offense to stuff like, Naruto or any other type of anime-based games, but, Naruto, the Ultimate Ninjas, they're all the same. They're literally all the same. With the Dragon Ball Z games, after Tenkaichi 3, they really wanted to start mixing it up. They said, okay, maybe doing the same thing over and over isn't really going to keep us afloat as far as the video games go. If there's a Dragon Ball Z movie that comes out, it's fine. I already talked about in a recent video I'm going to post before this one is me seeing Battle of the Gods, finally seeing Battle of the Gods, and what I thought about it, my thoughts on it. But, if it's a movie or any type of anime, whatever, DVDs, that's fine. That's always going to have a fan base. With the games, it's always been kind of up and down. It's been like a roller coaster as far as reception. And this one was getting good reception. This one was getting a lot of praise, and I wanted to see why. Because, like I said, I haven't played a Dragon Ball Z game since 2011. And after Dragon Ball Z Connect, I knew everybody was pissed off at that. So I knew it was going to suck. That's why I actually stopped beforehand with the games, and I was not going to get any more. But when my friend gave me this opportunity, he said, dude, I downloaded this game. If you want to download, you can go ahead and do it. And I did. I downloaded it. I played it, and they're right. People are right. As far as the reaction from it, the positive feedback from it, as well as some of the negative feedback is right. Normally, I don't watch reviews such as IGN or GameSpot a lot anymore. Well, before. I'm actually starting to watch a lot more of their stuff because over the recent years, they have been getting better. And that's good that they're actually started getting better because before, if it wasn't a Call of Duty game, it wasn't going to get anything lower, higher than an 8. It's higher than a 7.5 or something like that, not even an 8. Anything that was Call of Duty got an 8 or higher, which is so odd. And that's another franchise that's the same thing over and over. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I already talked about that before. But over recent years, they've been getting it right, man. They've been on point with these games lately. IGN, GameSpot, all these gaming review channels and companies, they've been doing really good. And so, they gave praise to XenoVerse as well. And I was like, the Dragon Ball Z anime-based game that's not crap over the past recent years. It came out in 2015, for goodness sake, and it's actually good? It's like, it seems like everything after 2009 kind of sucked, but, or whatever the time Tenkaichi 3 came out, but I was like, I think I want to try this. So I finally ended up playing it, and it's good. It is a lot of fun. It's not a fighting game. I wouldn't categorize it as a fighting game as I would Budokai, the original Budokai series, or the Tenkaichi series of games. I'm not including Ultimate Tenkaichi. That's a fighting game, but that is a terrible fighting game. That is an atrocious fighting game. But it's not like something like how Burst Limit or Budokai 3 was type fighting. It deals more from the... It's actually the wind blowing down there. It deals more from the Tenkaichi side of things, but yet at the same time doing its own thing by adding RPG type elements. You actually have a hub world that you're able to run around in. That's pretty neat. It's a little side thing. You can go around talking to other NPCs, or you can talk to people, regular people that you meet online. That's pretty neat. And it's because of those elements, it delves more into an action game, kind of more, not like fully on, say you will see like Final Fantasy 15 or Kingdom Hearts would type of be like that's an action RPG adventure game. This one has RPG elements, but it's not an RPG. It has fighting elements, but it's not a fighting game. It's more action-ish. And, action and fighting, you think that would go hand in hand, and it does. It's fighting in this game. Of course, it's Dragon Ball Z. You gotta punch somebody in the face. It wouldn't be a Dragon Ball Z game without it. But, like I said, it's not like Budokai or Tenkaichi where you take two characters and you just plop them into an area, choose your stage, and they just duke it out. No, it's not like that. It's more on the adventure side, and I do like that. The story's a little cheesy, but it's likable. It's like you really like the story. You like these characters. Of course, Dragon Ball Z characters, you love them already. You got the game because of Goku and the rest of them, and Trunks and all of them, and Vegeta. You got the game because of them. It's the new characters that they introduced that that are kind of likable too. They got the Supreme Kai of Time, who's like this really, really old, but yet she looks like she's 18, and yet she's like about as tall as a 15-year-old. It's funny. It's hilarious, and every time they bring up her age, she gets pissed. It's cute. It's kind of corny. But it's cute. The villains. I think the villains are possibly the weakest. There is a female villain who, oddly enough, I never thought Toriyama would be drawing the females like that, but I'm glad he did. Anyway, there is a female villain with a partner. It's a male. This guy who I guess kind of makes himself your rival. He's not much. He's kind of a pushover in the game. As well as the final boss, he's kind of a pushover in the game. Most of the villains that you really want to fight are Cell, and Frieza, and Vegeta. Those are the villains. Those are the real villains. The new ones that they introduced kind of suck. They do, but they don't take away from how good the game is, and the game is pretty good. I would say there is one lingering problem, and this has been a problem with all of the Dragon Ball Z games, so I do not blame XenoVerse for having this problem as well. And it's the lip syncing. They for some reason they cannot get the lip syncing right in any of these games. Sometimes they can't get it right to the point where if a character's talking, like like a little voice box comes up and it's reading the words off, and the voice actor's obviously reading the words off of whatever script he's looking at, and they're talking to you, and you gotta press X to move on to the next voice box. The character's lips won't even move. It's like, okay, they couldn't animate that for some reason. I guess because it's a lot of characters in the game, you gotta animate you gotta lip sync all that stuff. That's a lot of work. So they talk like puppets. They talk normally, but the lip syncing isn't as bad as, say, like the original Budokai games or anything like that. No, it's not that bad. But Ultimate Tenkaichi is not as bad. Oh god, that was atrocious. Yeah, that's how. Okay, Goku, we're going to fight now. It's not that bad. Okay, it's still. It gets the point, of course. Let me just say that. It's still passable for the most part. And I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it. I only done the first mission. I haven't done anything online based. I'm kind of waiting for my buddy to jump on it so we can do some of that stuff. I haven't done any parallel quests or anything like that, but it seems like this is a game that I'm going to have a little bit of fun with. And I'm glad I played it. I really am, because there has been a sense of mediocrity, a sense of boredom with these next-gen systems. And I said it in the last video I just made. that I think I said in the Batman Arkham one. I also think I said in the Dragon Ball Z one as well, Battle of the Gods, is that there's been nothing to play. And finally, I've been reluctantly playing Destiny. Battlefield Hardline can sometimes be a little bit fun, but it's a problem. It's a lingering problem. But all right, I gotta go ahead and take this call. I'll catch you guys later. Play Dragon Ball XenoVerse if you haven't, and it's a fantastic game. All right, see you guys.